lot of effort into that.
Yeah, I mean that had been what everyone said I was lacking, and so yeah, I spent a lot of time working on my blocking with Coach Denbrock, who was at the time our tight ends coach from last year. A lot of time just working on the technique things, some little things, footwork, head placement, just some little things that really make a big difference. I think I'm better. I'm still not where I want to be. I think there's still a lot of room to improve, but I've made a conscious effort to get better, and I think I have.
Tyler, when you said you need to improve, what areas do you need to improve?
My blocking, inline blocking with my hand on the ground. That's what we were referring to.
What are your strengths? What sets you apart from all the other
I think my ability to catch the ball in traffic, make contested catches, get down the field, create mismatches, understand an offense, being able to be moved around to different positions.
Some boards have you going to Green Bay. What do you think they'll be a Packer?
That'd be great. I got a good quarterback up there, and I'm just happy to go wherever they'll take me.
Indianapolis head coach Chuck Pagano.
What teams have you met with?
I've met formally and informally with pretty much all of them. My formal interviews have been with the Eagles, the Bengals, the Texans, and a couple other ones. Yeah, for me, I think I'm lucky to be coming in at a time where the type of tight end that I am is being used quite a bit, in the passing game, but also a guy that can stay in the game and on every down throughout the game and also block, be able to create mismatch problems in the passing game.
Tyler, there's like 3 or 4 different kinds of tight ends in the NFL. How could they label different kinds, inline blockers, all that? Which one do you identify with? Any names?
I strive to be a complete tight end. I don't think I'm there yet, but guys like Jimmy Graham, Gronkowski, Rudolph, those guys, those are guys I like to watch and see myself being similar players to them.
You obviously come from, people call certain schools this you, that you. Notre Dame has one heck of a tight end tradition. Going back to Dave Castro, obviously there's a really good line recently. You mentioned one of them already, Kyle Rudolph, John Carlson. Do you get something from that? Do you communicate with any of those guys?
Yeah, I communicate with Rudolph a lot, and then Carlson and Fasano. I've talked to all 3 of those guys before. They offer football advice, but also just about life in the NFL, what it's like, how to adjust to it, and things like that.
What combine advice do you give?
Just to enjoy it. It's going to be long, and it's going to not wear on your body, but on your mind, and just enjoy it while you're here. You're never going to get this back, and make the most of it.
What did they tell you about making the jump to the NFL? What's the biggest adjustment?
Yeah, just the locker room is a little different. It's not a locker room full of college kids. Some guys get done with their day and they go back to a family and wife, and you might be going back to your apartment all alone. And just to be ready for that, you're out on your own in the real world.
Tyler, when it came out, what was your reaction to the
I had no prior knowledge of it. He kept that to himself. I knew, right when it came out, there's no way he had anything to do with it. And, Manti's one of my good friends, and he's a good person, has a good heart, and, he just, got stuck in a bad situation.
Have you spoken to him this week?
Yeah.
How's he doing? Is he nervous before coming to the combine, especially before tomorrow's media session?
He's doing great. I think he's handled the whole situation really well, considering the circumstances and how big it blew up to be. He handled it great, and I'm sure he hasn't said he's nervous. I'm sure he'll be a little bit nervous, but there's nothing for him to be nervous about. I'm sure he'll get a lot of questions about it, but he's a smart guy. He didn't do anything wrong, and he'll be able to answer those questions.
So in your opinion, his draft stock should drop after
yeah, I don't see why it should.
Is he concerned about that? Does he think maybe it might drop a little bit?
No, he's not concerned about it. If it does, it does. That he can't control that at this point. He's just worried about, down. I was working out with him down at IMG, and he kept working hard, tried to control what he could control, and that's his effort and his attitude each day, and he did a really good job of that.
How hard has it been for him?
It's been nice being at IMG inside a kind of a closed doors where people can't get to him, and he can really narrow his focus down, try to block all that out, and really focus on what's important right now.
You said he did a good job of kind of handling the distraction, handling the situation. If there's anything that maybe he could have handled differently, what would it be?
I don't know. There's no handbook to how to handle that situation, and I think he took the advice of people that he trusted, and I think he handled it as well as he could have.
Tyler, how did the change from Coach Weiss to Coach Kelly impact your career at Notre Dame, especially as it relates to the draft and your NFL perspective?
Yeah, I mean, both coaches used the tight end quite a bit. I think I would have had a chance to be successful in the Weiss system, but with Kelly there, I mean, he really, he got the ball to the tight ends quite a bit, and I benefited from that, and as well as him trusting me, move me around in the offense to just not just tight end, but lining up fullback and moving around, things like that.
How'd your meeting with the Texans go?
It went well. I think their main thing is just, can I block? Am I willing? And I think I just try to reiterate that I understand that that's a concern for most teams, and it's something I've been working at, and that I have the want to do it. I don't want to just be labeled as a pass catching tight end. I'm tired of people saying that. I want to make the improvements, and I want to get better at that.
Have you seen how they utilize Owen Daniels in their tight ends at all?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good tight end. He's a complete tight end. They ask him to do a lot in the run game as well.
Talking about the block, was specifically anything that you worked on to show that you're getting better at it, and then you have a high ceiling?
Yeah, I mean, I think you gotta have the technique and understanding of how to get the job done, but you also have to be physically strong enough to do it. And I've worked on my strength this past season a lot, and we got the bench today. Hopefully, do well on that.
Tyler, just as the NFL teams scout the tight ends, do you ever, as a tight end, take the time to kind of look at the NFL teams? Is there a certain offense, a certain quarterback, a certain type of offense that you in particular would be a better fit for? Do you ever look at it like that?
I don't really look at it like that. I just obviously you see the Patriots with two tight ends and how they utilize that. So an offense similar to that would be beneficial for me personally. But right now I'm just trying to do my best at the combine, set a good impression on everyone, and let the pieces fall where they do.
I know it's kind of general, but can that make a difference in the tight end's career where he's drafted if he goes to?
It definitely doesn't hurt. I think it can help, but at the end of the day, you have a decision to make. How much work you put in, and how you handle yourself on a day-to-day basis.
A couple more questions.
Tyler, how do you think Manti will handle the questions about the hopes, and how did he handle all that with you guys in the locker room, and just explaining to himself what happened, how he felt he got initially?
Yeah, I mean, he explained to me like he explained to the whole world what happened after it all came out. I didn't know anything about it, and I think he handled it really well. It was nice being down at IMG where he could be behind closed doors, where he could really focus on the combine and what was really important at that time. He'll do fine in the interviews. He's going to obviously get asked a lot of questions about it, but there's no question that he'll handle it well.
Do you feel like you are the best tight end in this class, and why?
I strive to be the best. That's my goal, to be the best tight end.
Daryl Patterson, Tennessee wide receiver.
Personally,
203.
be the best I can be,
Daryl
and
Patterson,
you know,
203.
be the best because I'm a competitor and I want to win.